The Democrat Party is a complete joke, and to be honest, I bet you even a lot of Democrats agree with that. They just don't say it publicly. They've allowed their party to be overtaken by wokeness, by far left hysteria.
This is my fifth such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
I mean, he's obviously correct. That's the problem. That's not even debatable. The Democrats are just the party of random protests. Like, they celebrate this. They love this stuff. A lot of the Democratic pundits celebrate this. I mean, it's the laziest thing in the world.
Stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
That's Donald Trump at his State of the Union speech claiming that Democrats won't clap for anything he does, even if he solves disease and things like that. Democrats are absolutely willing to clap for things like reproductive rights for women, funding cancer research, investing in infrastructure, things that actually help the American.
They're willing to clap for things that are partisan Democrat. Yeah, we're willing to clap for abortion, and we campaign on that all the time. You're not owning Trump by saying that. Ridiculous. And these other point about infrastructure, would they clap? If Trump mentioned infrastructure, I don't think they would clap for that.
Because we also saw people walk out mid-speech. Democrats were holding signs up at a moment when the party
So here they talk about the Democrat behavior at the Trump speech to Congress.
so needs to rebrand itself. Elaborate a bit more on what you took away from their behavior last night.
Well, I mean, I think we have seen, disrespectful behavior in the past on the part of some Republicans. Nothing to this level. I thought this was a new level and a new low, and I'm really, frankly, very disappointed in it. But it was all pre-planned. I mean, I think Al Green's stunt was a fundraising stunt that he planned to do so that he could send out online communications this morning and try and rake in the bucks. But look, this is the people's.
These signs, like, who would do that? That would be ridiculous. I think that'd be embarrassing if you're a kid doing that. It's so stupid. If I was in college and I saw someone with a little sign, false, or like Musk steals, I would make fun of that person. I wouldn't be such a jerk about it, but I'd be like, what are you doing? You're embarrassing yourself. These cute little signs, false. What are you thinking?
House, we're here to do the people's business. You'll never see me doing that kind of stuff. I'm going to be respectful no matter who, because I represent the people of my district.
Look at this. Save Medicaid. Musk steals. That's supposed to be a responsible adult, one that's in charge of making very important decisions for millions, if not billions of people around the world. Musk steals. Pathetic. Actually, it is pathetic. I think the problem for the Democrat Party is they have let so much craziness, so much wokeness. I know that might be like a tired take to hear, but it's still true. There's so much wokeness. There's so much craziness in their party that for 10 years plus, they barely ever called out. It's the Democrats' fault that their party holds these ridiculous signs up.
The one thing that I want people to think about is, even as a waitress, if any of you all else have gone like completely mad with every single job being a tipped job with an iPad screen now, like especially during COVID. I mean, it's even to the point where the freaking self-checkouts at the airport get tip screens. If you are tired of that, I do think it's important for us to recognize the danger of every job becoming a tipped job. And all of us.
What where are you making that leap? And then the other thing, the problem I'm trying to outline here, no one in the Democrat Party that's prominent will go back, like, will call out AOC for this. Not publicly. If it happens, it'll just be like very minor. There's no discussion in the Democrat Party. They've let people like AOC, that Tlaib person, the new person, Jasmine Crockett, that Al Green at the speech last night with shaking the cane. They just let these things go unchecked.
Then now having to pay each other's wages, not just in waitressing, not just in bartending. I'm talking about everything. Everything. And
why?
I think it's just a precipice that we all need to think about, because it's not, there's a very careful and slippery slope here that we just need to pause and consider.
Why? Explain it. She goes on these lives.
Because then we can very easily enter a world where no one is paid, where like no one's employer is like actually paying their wages.
Why?
And we're all just tipping each other and essentially GoFundMeing the entire economy. And
I mean, where's the logic? And she goes on these lives and just does these long pauses. Everyone's going to be tipping. Like, I think she's being skeptical of the no tax on tips policy here. But again, Democrats will just let this go. Oh, whatever. Then AOC's like probably the most popular Democrat, if not in the top 5.
Democrats are walking out of Donald Trump's State of the Union speech right now as we speak. Here's currently a picture of Congress. You can see all the Republican side is full because they love hearing their cult leaders speak, but on the Democratic side, you can see it's emptied out a lot. Democrats like Representative Jasmine Crockett walked out and released a statement talking about how Donald Trump is just lying to their faces and lying, but no mention of how, the stock market is crumbling and how our GDP growth has tumbled and how a recession is possible in the near future.
So the stock market, I mean, if Democrats want to be even more out of touch with the average person, keep bringing up the stock market. The stock market matters, but in the short term, not really. Keep bringing that up if you want. Is walking out of a speech an accomplishment? Okay, we'll finish on this clip because it's going to make my final point. I already covered it, so this is going to be very quick.
Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
So Rep. Al Green was kicked out of Congress. Where are the Democrats today calling this out? Does anyone care that it looked incredibly embarrassing? He disrupted the speech for like around 5 minutes. It was a long time. There's no pushback. That's my whole point. Democrats have just let their party be the crazy protest. There's no unity. There's no real leader. Throwing up signs, making crazy TikTok videos. They're like the opposition party right now. It would just be better for everybody if there were more mature people in Congress, obviously. But anyway, with that said, I'll finish the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next one.